Oh, looks like it's going to stay on. Okay, I'm getting ready to hit Half Moon Bay. Hopefully I got enough light to get there and back with a reasonable show behind me. I'm going to leave the camera like it is so it doesn't fall off. Anybody who was watching last night probably got a interesting viewer experience as I was hauling ass down the road finding my phone and dealing with the California Highway Patrol who called me because my phone fell off. I was totally fine. But I got a little crack on my phone, maybe 5. I also have insurance on my phone, so party on, Wayne. Still getting used to this bike a little bit when I'm starting out sometimes. You can make fun of me if you want, I don't care. You gotta gas this thing up a lot when you're first getting going. It's weird. I'm used to my bobber. But I'm getting used to this thing very quickly, and it is fun, fun, fun. So I was talking to my new marketing director. I guess it's a formal announcement. About the irony of all of this. It's just pure insanity. The best kind. What I was laughing with him about is, if you look back, and Lord knows I have a lot of Facebook posts lately, this year has been very, very interesting. Back in February I put a post I've talked about before that I think is just very entertaining at this point. It's a picture of a Honda Rebel, and it was a targeted ad on Facebook. And anyway, I laughed when I saw it. And I laughed because I had seen that same exact motorcycle, same color, probably the same year, everything, on a Navy base I was working on in Point Loma, California. It was a submarine base. And I remember that bike jumped out at me when I was on the base. And I didn't know why. Because I always said I would never own a motorcycle. I've lost at least 5 friends on motorcycles. Probably a lot more than that. A couple of Marines come to mind. I won't name names out of respect for their families. But I saw this motorcycle on Point Loma, and it really just kind of like punched me in the face, like, you know, jump on, that kind of thing. And I was thinking when I saw, I'm not a motorcycle rider. I'm never going to ride a bike. That's unsafe. You know? Oops. Anyway, so that same motorcycle shows up on a Facebook targeted ad, and I put a post with a picture of said motorcycle. It was a Honda 500 Rebel. This is about 2.5 times the power and size, well, not size, but engine size. And I just said, somebody should tell me not to do this. I was talking about all the positivity in the world and how happy I was, and I said, but somebody should probably tell me not to do this. And I was serious. Like, I didn't think there's any chance I would be doing what I'm doing right now. This is so much bigger than me. And so I bet it was 2 weeks before I bought my bobber off the showroom floor at #Triumph San Diego. My homie Jeff over there gave me a good deal. He worked with me on a couple things, and I told him about my little video endeavor and what I'm trying to do, which is help people recover from trauma, particularly veterans, first responders, and so on, using binaural beats in my videos. I showed them what I'd done a little bit, just kind of explain the concept. This is before I was actually making the motorcycle videos. I'd done other things too. But anyway, I didn't exactly expect to walk out of there with a brand new motorcycle. And I hadn't even gone to safety training yet. And so I bought the bike, arranged for a delivery date, which I recall being a Wednesday. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It might have been Monday. But, no, I think it was a Monday, actually. So I told him I was going to motorcycle safety training. I told him I didn't have a license for motorcycle yet. And the bike was dropped off the day after I got my motorcycle license. And in motorcycle safety, one of the guys at Riverside Harley-Davidson, goes by Ian, a rather intimidating fellow because he spent a very long time in a combat zone, and needless to say, he and I hit it off immediately. Except for the fact that he was debating on whether or not he was going to pass me because I sucked at tight turns. And I'm the kind of person that if I'm not successful on the first try, I get really flustered. It's a little bit of a character defect, but it also makes me work harder than, I would say, the average bear, if you will. And so graduation time rolls around and there's a little ceremony kind of deal. They pull you up one by one out of the group. And I walk up there and I'm like, oh man, do not flunk me. And I had actually botched a couple of the tests because I was flustered. And he knew I was flustered, and he knew I cared about doing a good job, and he just kind of says, I have my doubts about you, but I can, more or less, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I want you to come back for more training. And these guys, when they pass you, they are giving you a license to do something very dangerous if you're not qualified to do it. So what I did was, I gave them my word that I would spend hours and hours working on these turns and parking lots before I did anything else, and I did. I've said many times, the scary interstate. I thought I'd be waiting a year to get on the interstate. I was dead serious about that. And now I'm on an interstate driving to Half Moon Bay after last week crossing the Golden Gate Bridge 4 times. Sometimes things just unfold that you don't expect, is all I can say. Like the fact that I just hired one of my